All right, well, I'm happy to say that we are back in business. Everybody got my new phone here, got this whole thing figured out, and I am now not sick anymore either. So, really, two big prayer requests answered right there. So, thank you to everyone who was praying specifically for my sickness there this past week or two. And then just that this whole phone situation would get worked out because what I ended up doing was just buying this new phone that I'm using right here, and it's working great right now. It's clear as day. So, but anyway, the important thing is I can be back in regular communication with you all and with all of my friends here in Indonesia as well. So thank you to everyone who was out there praying for all these, or for these two different prayer requests, but also for everyone who was praying that I could get my schedule back in order as well. I would say that there has definitely been a lot of progress towards that end as well. I would say definitely continue praying for that as I continue to get my sleep schedule back in order. But now that I'm not sick, I'm actually have the energy to do all of that. So, but in terms of sessions, definitely back in order on that. I've got kind of a routine going uh, once I get into my daily schedule. So now it's just getting my sleep, my wake up time as early as I want it, and my in bed time as early as I want it too. So yeah, if you could just keep praying for diligence towards that end, that would be kind of one of the prayer requests that I was thinking of. A couple of different prayer requests came into my mind this week as I was thinking about things that you guys on the prayer team could be praying for this week. And one of them was just as I think about furlough coming up. I mean, it won't be, it will either be, the earliest would be this summer, but yeah, I need to figure out exactly when I want to do that. I was thinking September or October, but with the visa renewal, that's looking like it won't be a possibility because basically we need to be in country when the beginning of that is happening, and once it's already done, then we're able to go and do our furlough. But so yeah, please pray for wisdom towards that end because I can either take my furlough before the visa process or I can take it after. And so it'll just be a matter of how many months that will be, how many months will be accrued, and all of that. So please pray for that towards that end. And then also just be praying for wisdom as I make my final decisions on the region that I'm going to be moving to and the actual ministry that I'll be doing here in country, which I have a pretty good mindset towards that. But then also wisdom towards the actual move date as to when that will actually be occurring. So yeah, just to sum everything up, basically two prayer requests. I'm back in good health, so I'm like just ready to get my schedule fully where I want it. And then two, I got my phone situation figured out, so I'm back in regular communication and able to do these posts every week now. And then for prayer requests, it would just be diligence to get my schedule exactly where I want it in terms of sleep schedule and in terms of my daily schedule as well. Two, wisdom for when to take furlough, whether to take it before the extension, visa extension, or after. And then thirdly, wisdom as to where and what ministry to do, which I'm pretty sure about that. But basically, when that move date is the best. So that could be any time this year, really. And so just be praying for diligence and wisdom in terms of when to take furlough and when to move to the region that I officially decide to minister in. So that would be basically the two praise reports and three prayer requests for this week. It's kind of a lot this week, but yeah, thank you to everybody who's out there on the prayer team, who's lifting these things up to the Lord, because as these things keep getting answered, it's super encouraging that you guys are out there just constantly lifting these things up to the Lord. So that being said, and also tomorrow I'll be setting up my bank account here in Indonesia as well. I forgot to mention that. So this is kind of like the last thing that I need to do before I'm just kind of a regular citizen here in Indonesia. Obviously foreign, but this is kind of the last step to being really kind of an Indonesian citizen as a foreigner here. So just pray that that process would go smoothly tomorrow, that there wouldn't be a huge, super long line, and that the process would just run smoothly as well. So that's kind of four prayer requests that you guys could be praying for. So thank you, everybody who's out there praying, and we will see you next week.